Hey, I'm Mike.
Hey, I'm Chris.
This is Mike and Chris Reloaded.
There's a ton of stuff going on in the world
There
today,
is a ton of stuff going on.
especially the supposedly an eclipse, which, of course,
It's
God
raining
God
here.
put some clouds over us so we couldn't see it.
Yeah, I looked at it this morning
Did you?
before it got overcast. Yeah, my eyes still seeing spots.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Mike, did you not see the thing where it said, "Oh, that's right, you don't read"?
I don't read.
Well, maybe you should have watched a YouTube thing saying, "Don't stare directly at the sun."
Well, well, now we don't ever have to worry about me reading again because I can't
Yeah.
freaking see.
It's-
No, it's just a little spotty. It's like you stared in the sun too long. I don't recommend trying it.
yeah, don't.
I wasn't trying to look at it either. I was just walking out, throwing something in the garbage, and I turned around and came back, and it was like, bam, sun in my face. It was terrible.
I was expecting some more like some ritual sacrifices or something. It's the solar eclipse that happens once every millennia or
Yeah,
whatever.
the world was supposed to end today, wasn't it?
Possibly. Who
I think
knows?
there's some religious organization that said the world was coming to an end today.
I mean, I figured like cats being sacrificed and goats being Of course, people in Mosshead would have fought over that, but
Hey, did you see that meme about NASA finally releasing? It's a meme. It says NASA finally admitting that from November 19th through November 29th, the U.S. is going to experience 15 or 10 days of darkness or something like that. There's a meme going around. It's not true,
that's pretty funny.
but there's a meme. I saw a bunch of people got caught up on my friends list with it. They were posting it yesterday. I was like, you guys are idiots. Research. I scared the shnikes out of my kid. I almost swore. I scared the shnikes out of my daughter. I told her that it was going to happen, and she started freaking out.
Well, your daughter's afraid of every little thing that
I
goes
know.
bump in the night anyway.
I love her though. I love her. But we're going to change our show around a little bit here. I think we're making some minor improvements to our shows. What do you think?
I think so too. I think there's a lot of things going on that we need to talk about. Consoles, games. Uh, there's some stuff going on in some football that we want to discuss.
Yeah.
So
I would say SummerSlam. That was yesterday, but I didn't
SummerSlam was
watch.
yesterday. I did watch it.
Did you?
It was predictable.
It was predictable.
Well, the Barclays Center where they had the SummerSlam at, which Monday Night Raw is supposed to be tonight, actually released a promo for the Monday Night Raw. It's like, I'll see, Brock Lesnar, WWE Universal Champion.
Oh, really?
And guess who won the Fatal 4-Way last night?
Brock
Brock
Lesnar.
Lesnar. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
But it was all right. It was decent. It was just pretty predictable. You kind of went out there and saw like, yeah, that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. You did see Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins get back together.
Oh, they did?
They won the tag team titles from Cesaro and Sheamus.
Oh, that's cool.
So
Sheamus.
so kind of a sort of a half Shield reunion, I guess. I don't know.
I guess. I have to admit, I fell out of love of wrestling probably, I want to say a year ago.
No, really.
Yeah. It just got it. Like the storylines weren't that great.
Yeah, they there's a lot of I kind of catch it every now and again, and I usually watch just kind of the big pay-per-views. I'll
Yeah.
go over to Heath's house and we'll watch them, hang out, watch them. But usually when I watch the pay-per-views, I'll catch up on what's going on. But there's been a lot of real different things, big things. Of course, AJ Styles
Yeah.
is in WWE. Samoa Joe,
Yep.
he's up there now. They a very big talent that was in the New Japan Wrestling, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
He's there. He's in the main roster. They had a Jinder Mahal actually. I don't know if you remember him. He was in the 3-man band.
Yep.
Yeah, he's actually the SmackDown World Champion.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I guess it's WWE's kind of little promo thing because they're a really huge market in India right now, and so they're
Cool.
building him from India and everything else. Which in actuality he was born in Canada, but
Right.
yeah,
I know. I watch. I've seen some of the New Japan wrestling. And you got the Bullet Club. I know that.
yeah. Some
With
of that stuff's pretty phenomenal.
what's his name? Cody Rhodes is in it, and
Hmm.
yeah, it's pretty good actually. I can't believe WWE let Cody Rhodes go. I thought he was amazing talent.
I think he was really good, but I think after his dad passed away, he kind of took a back seat to some things, and he just didn't want to get in. So I
Well,
think
they tried to push him, and what was he, Stardust?
Oh no, yeah, Stardust. Yeah,
Yeah, he was
Gold Dust and
Stardust and Gold Dust.
Stardust.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I hate that gimmick.
I hate that
I mean,
gimmick
it was all
too.
right when it first came out. It kind of took the people took to it, and then it's just like, let it go, let it
All
go.
right. So, Defenders released on Netflix.
It did. I'm about 4 episodes into it.
Well, you're
So
4 episodes further than me. That just came out yesterday, didn't it?
it's Friday. Came out
Friday.
Friday. Released Friday.
I plan on watching it, but
Really good so far. What I've seen of it. I'm not going to give too many spoilers, but it's really neat how they. It's you watch the show and it's everybody's kind of doing their own thing still, but
yeah.
it's all like coming full circle where
Well,
they're just they happenstance and meeting each other.
it better be good because this is the reason we're not getting Daredevil season 3.
Oh, really?
Well, that's why they pushed Daredevil season 3 out so they can get the Defenders in there.
So far, what I've seen, like I said, I'm 4 episodes in. So far, what I've seen, I really like it. It's really good. I have yet to watch all of Luke Cage. I've only seen like the first couple of
Luke
episodes.
Cage was good.
And I haven't watched all of season 2 of Daredevil. So apparently, there's a lot of stuff in those that references to the Defenders.
Yeah.
So if you have not watched those at all, or any of the other episodes, any of the other series, you might want to go back and watch those first before you watch the Defenders because there are some references to them. So
Yeah.
from what I've seen so
Okay.
far, anyway.
Well, that's cool. Another big thing, I got a text message. It was about 12:15 in the morning last night, 12:30 in the
It
morning.
wasn't me.
No, it was Wendell. Wendell was calling. Wendell was texting me. He's like, "Did you pre-order your Xbox One X?"
Xbox One X and the actual Project Scorpio edition, apparently,
Yep.
which basically is the same thing as like the Day One edition with the Xbox One,
Yeah, it is. It just got Scorpion
and on the controller and
engraved in it.
on the console itself.
Yeah.
Aesthetically, it's the same thing, but cosmetically, I should say, it's the same thing. It's different cosmetically. Aesthetically, it's the same as the regular Xbox One X.
Yeah, it is.
It's I knew I'd get it out there eventually.
Same color, same everything.
Yeah,
Same
there's
hard drive,
no
1 TB
difference.
hard drive.
Yeah, there's no difference in the processing power of the hard drive. Nothing. It's just cosmetically, it's different. It's got the it says Project Scorpio on the controller and on the actual Xbox.
Did they say how many they were releasing? Did you read about that?
There is a limited amount, they said. I didn't read exactly how many, but they said once that's it, that's it. They will not make any more like that. So.
See, I see those going for big bucks this Christmas.
I don't know. I looked on like GameStop sent me a little text alert saying they're out and this and that, and they had a bunch of different bundle packs you can get. Which actually one was really interesting to me was that they had the Elite bundle pack you can get, which was $5.99, which is $100 more than what the actual price is going to be $4.99 for the thing. But the $5.99 Elite bundle pack, it actually, instead of getting the regular controller, you get the Elite controller with it, which to me seems like a pretty good deal because the Elite controller is $150 by itself, so you're actually saving $50 if you got it that way.
That is a good deal.
But they had other different packs where you can get like extra controllers and stuff like that with all the things. But I think you're going to see a lot of the companies nowadays. You'll see where you can maybe like pre-order just the console, but I think you're going to see a lot of bundle packs.
Yeah, when we had the game store, we tried to do that.
Yeah, I think you're going to see things bundled with extra controllers or extra like Microsoft, this and that.
Yeah, people don't understand why, but there's literally only for the store like GameStop to sell that. They only make like $2 off a console.
Yeah,
but they make like $10-15 off a controller.
Especially at GameStop, what I've seen, even the Switch bundles I've seen out there now. You can't buy the Switch by itself. It comes with a game, the season pass, or it comes with a game and this extra thing, or it comes with a game and this, and you know what I'm saying, or a game and extra accessory or whatever. But I think you're going to start seeing that a lot more here, even not just in GameStop, but I think from a lot of other people.
Yeah.
It's going to be like, okay, here's this console, but we'll give you $10 off if you buy the extra controller, or if you buy your Xbox Live, we'll give you $15 off Xbox Live your subscription, or if you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just an incentive for people to buy things, and I see it all the time with Best Buy, with Target. Target's big thing is like, here you buy this console, we'll give you a $50 Target gift card. That's
Yeah.
a game right there.
GameStop, it got leaked. Yes, today. Today it got leaked that what their promo for November will be for the trade-in value on the Xbox Ones and the Xbox One S's.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, you're gonna get $100. If only $100, only if you're applying it towards an Xbox One X or a PS4 Pro.
But it's not going to do any good if they're sold out, though.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I've been that route, actually. I've gone there to get something, and it's like, hey, I want to get this, or put trade towards this, or do whatever. Like, well, we're sold out. I'm like, well, how are you supposed to trade this in if you're sold out?
Yeah, I know.
But I think Microsoft is smart on this. If you notice, they announced this thing at E3 back in June.
June. Yep.
In the middle of June. Here we are towards the end of August now, and they just barely announced the
Release date.
The release date. Well, they announced the release date. They announced the pre-orders finally.
Pre-orders, yeah.
But in the past, when they were announcing remember they announced the original Xbox One?
Yeah.
It was available for pre-order that day.
Yeah.
And those things were gone like that. And I think that's why they did that, and I think they did it on purpose to actually build up their stock on this stuff so they could have enough for the holiday seasons.
Yeah.
Because if you notice how the Switch went, it's gone. You can't, But see, Nintendo's really smart too. They're releasing it like every 2 or 3 weeks. They're releasing bundles. They're like, okay, you can pre-order this bundle, and they're done.
Yeah.
You can pre-order this bundle, we're done. And then like 2, 3 weeks later, they'll have another bundle you can pre-order that one.
Yeah, Nintendo's going to sell their consoles no matter what, just because of Mario and now they have. Well, there is no Mario game. The Mario game didn't come out yet for the Switch.
No, it comes out in October. Mario Odyssey.
Mario Odyssey comes out in October, but they do have a Sonic game.
I think Sonic and then Splatoon 2 just released.
Yep, Splatoon 2.
I know. Of course, everyone's still playing Zelda or whatever, but.
But that's available on the Wii U too.
Yeah, well, and then the Mario Kart actually everyone loves is available on the Wii U and the Switch.
Yeah, I wouldn't rebuy it for.
No, I wouldn't either. But I think everyone's looking forward to like the big, the Mario thing coming out.
Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty big Christmas this year, I think.
I think it is too. At first I was looking at it, I was like, it doesn't look like it's gonna be. Still, even game wise though, it doesn't seem like there's going to be much. I know,
Oh, Crackdown was supposed to come out this holiday.
I was just going to say they were just pushed Crackdown back till next year now.
Yeah.
I know the big game coming out this week is Madden.
Madden Friday.
Yep, comes out this
Friday.
Madden 18.
And we will be playing. We didn't get to figure out who won the Super Bowl because my sorry butt didn't advance.
Yeah, way to go, Mike.
I thought I advanced it like a long time ago. I thought I was waiting on you guys, and then you text me, and I'm over in Fort Walton already. I'm like, I didn't even bother to advance it last night when I got home because you said that you don't know if they're going to be able to play anyways.
Yeah.
So I'm like, whatever.
Now we'll never know, Mike.
We'll never know. I'll go out as the winner. I won the inaugurational season.
Even though I beat you?
Yeah, I won the inaugural season.
I won the next season.
Yes, you did. And then this year would have been Trent or Zach.
Yep. But
they'll never know.
I think the most important thing you're missing is, Mike, is I am 2 games up on you now.
Yeah. I got Madden 18 to make it back, and you're going to get pissed. You'll get angry at me.
Yeah.
But I want to talk, we're on the thing of video games. I want to talk about Fortnite. I want to talk about that. That just come out, I think like 2 weeks ago, the beta. It's in beta testing. It's $40 right now for a beta. But I mean, if you wait till sometime next year, it's going to be a free-to-play game. It's what Gears of War Horde mode should be. I'm telling you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you get... What did it?
I've heard of people playing that. I've seen people talk about playing it, but I've actually never played it. So
yeah, I've only played it for twice so far, but you can buy different starter packs. Like I think the $50 version comes with 2 CD codes, so you can get one for you and one for your kid.
Oh, that's not too bad.
No, although
like
it's
$45.
Yeah, it's $40 for the game, or you can pay like there's a $50 pack, a $60 pack, and a $70 pack. And you get extra CD codes for each pack that you buy.
You could wait till next year.
or you can wait till next year to play it free. But what it is you got to build a fort at your home base. You have your own home base, and you have to build a fort with traps and walls and ceilings and ramps, and you build this big elaborate fort, and you and your friends get together and you defend your fort from waves of zombies.
Huh.
And you have to. There's like little side missions inside the game that you do,
That
like
almost sounds like 7 Days to Live
yeah, but it's better.
or 7 Days to Die.
7 Days to Die. Yeah, it's way better though.
Which is just if you that's like I regretted so much buying that game.
This game is fun. I'm telling next year. When it comes free, if you don't buy it by the time it comes free, I'm telling you, you'll love it. You'll be like, man, I should have bought this game.
I'll have to check it out. So see what it looks like.
Yeah, you definitely should have bought it. But I mean, that's my game thing I wanted to talk about. And Agents of Mayhem came out.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. That's a Saint Rose spinoff.
Mm-hmm.
That looked pretty good at one E3.
Yeah, I mean, I know my kid talked a lot about it too, or whatever. But that's just a straight up multiplayer game.
Yeah, it's a straight up multiplayer game.
Which I think with the success of like Overwatch and how Titanfall 2 was and stuff like that,
mm-hmm.
It seems like they're almost leaning more and more towards this.
See, I hate that.
Those massively multiplayer games, you know what I'm saying? But I'm with you. I don't know. To me, it's like, yeah, multiplayer is a big thing, but you want to be able to break up the monotony of things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless you have just like a specific like group of people, you get on there and you play and you have a good time with. But how often do we get a chance to actually get on and play, with each other and stuff like that?
We've been busy lately. Shame on us. Shame on us. I mean,
usually we were doing pretty good. We were doing every Friday or Saturday, you, me, and Dre
Victor
and Vic
and Andy. Yeah.
Andy, we'd always get on, play some horde mode and stuff like that, beers or whatever. So.
Well, we do that. We got one night. We play Thursday nights right now. Every Thursday night we get on and play a game. Everybody's been getting busy, so. But what's the other one I wanted to talk about? What else was coming out? Oh, what is that? Battlefield Underground? What is the name of that? What is that game?
I missed that one.
Battlefield Underground. I forget the name of the game now. Darn it. That's terrible.
That is terrible.
It's a big PC game. I think it's something underground. And basically what it is it's a 100 player multiplayer mode. And I think it's single elimination. And what happens is over the course of the 100 players fighting, the map constantly shrinks until you get real close to each other and you have no point but to.
Is it Player Unknown?
Player Unknown, yeah, that's what it is. Player Unknown.
Yeah, that's the one that was the big PC game that they just released for the console.
Well, what they said today is it's going to be they want it to be Xbox One X exclusive, at least timed exclusive. They the makers of the game said that they're not wanting to focus on a PlayStation 4 version of the game right now. They want to make it great for Xbox, and then once it's great for Xbox and they got some DLCs, they'll revisit maybe a PlayStation version of that game.
Well, I know the Call of Duty beta comes out. Is it this week?
I'm not sure.
I think it comes out for PlayStation this week, I believe, and then it'll run till the end of the week or whatever, and then it'll quit, and it'll come back on the 1st of September. But it'll be released for the Xbox and the PlayStation. Again.
So PlayStation gets extra week.
They got timed exclusivity also. Again this year, they've had it for the last couple of years for the Call of Duty games.
That's cool. I gave up on Call of Duty personally.
The last two I bought, man, I haven't even hardly played.
I just zombie mode maybe I'll play, but the rest I just.
They haven't just come out with a disc, just nothing but the zombies.
Yeah.
Why don't they just do that?
I don't know,
or
like
just
$20.
The game, yeah, just nothing but the zombies.
Yeah, $20. Nothing but zombies.
Or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. My hand and eye coordination isn't what it used to be, so I suck big time.
Especially if you're staring into the sun.
Yeah, now it's going to be worse because now there's going to be little spots all over my screen. But, so I have a question for you.
What's that?
Why the heck has Cersei's hair not regrown?
Maybe it's a new style, man. Maybe she's keeping it trimmed and proper. I don't know, man. You're right. I mean, since what it was
It was like
last season, about
last
the
season.
fifth or sixth episode of last season is when all that was. Even before that, because she was in a little
Yeah,
prison thing.
she got
Yeah.
shaming or whatever, where they
But
cut her
even
hair.
before that happened, her hair was cut already.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it's been.
In the show, it's been like 4 or 5 years have passed.
Has it been that long?
I think it's been quite a while in the show.
Well, I know it's been a while because they had to make the trip over from
Yeah,
the wherever Daenerys and all that stuff had to make the trip over and all that stuff.
yeah.
And,
See, I have a theory why her hair is short. Because with long, beautiful hair, she's like the mother, the loving mother or whatever. And then all of her kids are dead, so she's rebranding herself as like
the Mad Queen.
the Mad Queen. Yeah, I think
Well, if you're
rebranding.
caught up on Game of Thrones, and warning, there will be some spoilers. If you're caught up on Game of Thrones, you know she's supposedly pregnant again.
Oh no! When did
That
that
happened the
happen?
last episode.
Last.
Not this one, but the one before.
When did they announce? Well, what did they say about it? What did I
When
miss?
she was talking to Jamie about it, and Jamie approached her about having the armistice with Daenerys and stuff because they're talking about fighting
Yeah,
the dead.
yeah,
And then she's like, "Wow!" And she knew that he met with uh, that Braun took him to met with Tyrion and all that.
yeah. I remember that
And
part.
he's like, "Oh, you." She goes, "How do you know?" She goes, "I needed it." She goes, "I have to know all this stuff to keep ahead of everything, and this and that, to look out for you, to look out for this." And she was rubbing her stomach, and that's when he asked, "Is it mine?" She's like, "Yes, of course it's yours."
Oh, I missed that. I must have fallen asleep or something. Now I'm gonna go rewatch that crap.
Which is funny because if you remember in the whole prophecy thing, she was only supposed to have the 3 kids, and they were all going to die, and she was going to be wallowing
Yeah.
in sorrow.
Well, obviously she's gonna die before this one comes to fruition. Then.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where it goes with these shortened seasons.
Yeah, there's only what eight,
One
nine,
episode left in this one.
8 episodes total, right?
There's one episode left in this one, and then there's like 7 or 8 episodes in the next season.
I think there's only 7 episodes next season,
and that's
6.
That's the end of the series right there.
Yeah, but they're talking about doing a Daenerys spinoff.
I just let it go. That's what I do.
Yeah, because we got Westworld now. I haven't watched that yet, but I heard that's moderately okay.
Kent said he liked it really good.
So I tried to watch the first episode of it, and I couldn't get into it.
Well, there's a lot of stuff out now. The season 2 of Preacher is out.
Yeah, watching that.
I know, is it Fear the Walking Dead come back yet or no?
No, it's still on break.
Still on break, but I know they just they just did their mid-season, so they should be coming back here pretty soon.
Yep.
If you want to watch something really good, I told you about that show Ozark on Netflix. It's really good.
Yeah, I have to watch that yet.
And then of course we already talked about the Defenders and all the other Marvel entities there. Those are good to watch. If you don't want to watch any of that, you could watch some. How about some NFL football?
Some NFL football.
It's
That's
getting rolling.
great.
We're in what's week 3 now. It's preseason, so we're fixing to officially start the new season here in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty excited. Not too excited with this whole domestic violence thing with Ezekiel Elliott. But...
Yeah, we have to talk about this because you're a Cowboy fan. We don't have a choice.
Okay, okay, man. Cowboy fan or not, irregardless whether I'm a Cowboy fan or not, when you have someone who's given that much power to be able to do whatever he wants, like Goodell has, it's just it's wrong to what he does. Basically, I don't think he should have that much power for one, but when you look at everything, he formed this supposed committee or whatever of all these professional people in these positions and this and that to evaluate this whole thing. There's a whole supposedly 160-page article thing that they wrote talking about it and everything else. He met with each person individual. He was not there during the little inquiry with Ezekiel Elliott, just the 4 panel people, not Roger Goodell, who actually makes the ultimate decision. It's his decision, not these 4 people. He's just basing his decision off what these 4 people say.
Right.
So he was not there during the talks when they talked to Ezekiel Elliott and asked the Q&A with him. So.
Well, I think what he does is he goes by the opinion of the panel. The panel decides, but ultimately it does fall on Roger Goodell's shoulders if he wants to.
Okay.
But the chick that was it Tiffany Thompson? Right?
Yes, his ex-girlfriend or
His
whatever.
ex-girlfriend. Yeah, she claims he beat her. Now they confiscated her cell phone. Well, they didn't confiscate it. They got her cell phone and retrieved a bunch of text messages where she was talking about um,
Ex-
bri-
Extorting him.
blackmailing
Yeah.
him and stuff like that. Well, one of her the way it came out, the story was is she was talking to one of her friends. One of her friends said you should use this to blackmail him, and she goes, I should. We need the. I want to get the money, basically something like that.
Yeah, she said that they wanted to get the money, they wanted to go on vacation, they wanted to get boob jobs,
Yeah,
and everything else. And they said one of them, I think her friend had said something about we can get at least $10,000. They said $10,000. Heck, we can get
a
more.
million.
Yeah, we can
They
get
said a
more.
million. Yeah, yeah,
So now you have okay, you get a person who says, okay, this person has beat me, dragged me out by my wrists, threw me down, this and that, grabbed me by my neck. Um, I, for one, absolutely and utterly am not a violent person. I do not condone violence. I do not condone domestic violence. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're
amen.
Ezekiel Elliott, if you're Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, whoever. If you do it by all rights, by all means, yes, definitely you should be punished. The Ray Rice thing, where he was videoed punching, knocking his girlfriend out in the elevator.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. However, there was no evidence other than her bruising supposedly, and there was also eyewitnesses that the 2 days before that she filed these charges on Ezekiel Elliott, she was seen in a nightclub getting into a fight with another girl.
Right.
Okay, there's lack of evidence. There's lack of credibility with her.
There is, but there's one thing that's damaging to Ezekiel Elliott that they have is I mean, they retrieved all these text messages from her phone. She had deleted them. They used forensic experts to retrieve
Well, you
these.
can go through the cloud. Everything's stored in the
Yeah,
cloud. Yes.
and there was not one single message about her making up this story. It was her extorting the story, but there wasn't a. She didn't send any messages saying that she was making the story up. So I mean,
True,
so it, and what
but
I read is that's one of the biggest points that they're holding against Ezekiel is there's no proof that the story is made up.
but there's also
No proof that he's
there's
guilty.
also witnesses stating that she's sitting there saying, "You're a black athlete. I'm a white woman. Who do you think they're going to believe?"
Right. Yeah, there is. I didn't read anything about them, so they weren't in the article that I read. I don't think, or was it?
It was in one of the articles I read. I mean, it's you got, and then you got Ezekiel Elliott filed a he filed a report against her in September. She was harassing him. She called
Right.
him. She called him more than 50 times within like an 8 hour span, from like 2 in the morning till 10 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like there's just different. I don't know, man. Whether if he did, he did. You know, by all means, he should be punished. There's no without a doubt. But you get
You,
someone
you,
like
you gotta
this.
have guilty. I mean, innocent until proven guilty. Too.
Yeah,
I
that's the
I
justice
see it.
system today. I get that. But you look at everything that she's doing. I mean, yeah, maybe she never.
And see, that's probably the reason why the courts didn't press charges against Ezekiel Elliott is because there's just too much damaging evidence for her. But the NFL is like no tolerance for player misconduct right now.
Really. You,
That's what they want to say. I know it's not 100%
I
true,
get
but
that, and I get that. They got zero tolerance for that stuff and this and that. However, A, it did not happen while he was in the NFL.
no, it didn't.
Uh, B, it took them over a year to decide this. It took them over a year, 13 months.
Right,
How long does it take to seriously do this? I mean, really.
right.
Okay. How about Gary Conley, who was drafted by the Oakland Raiders? He was just acquitted of his domestic violence. Why don't they investigate him? Or how about Joe Mixon, who had the video of punching the girl while he was in college? He was suspended for a year from Alabama. He was drafted by the Bengals. Why not punish him? It happened while he wasn't in the NFL.
Right.
You know
I
what I'm
mean, you have
saying?
a valid argument.
How about Josh Brown, who was the kicker for the Giants, who was admittedly grabbed his woman and threw her down and was abusive to her? Admitted, he straight up admitted, said, "Yes, I did that." He was released on a $17,000 bond. He was given a 6-game suspension. Roger Goodell said, "No, I'll give you a 1-game suspension."
Well, Ezekiel has an opportunity yet to limit his suspension down during his appeal, so we have
What?
to wait and see what
Yeah, it's
exactly
the 29th
happens.
is when he has his appeals. What what it boils down to is this: is the fact that Roger Goodell and the NFL are just trying to save face.
Yeah, exactly. They want to keep.
They're if and I've told you this before. If Ezekiel Elliott was some third stringer, fourth round, fifth round draft pick, and he was a second or third string running back or receiver or whoever he was, I guarantee you he wouldn't have got the 6-game suspension.
Probably not.
They would have probably said, "Okay, we'll give you like 2 games, and you have to report to this, anger management class or something or whatever."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I guarantee he wouldn't have got a 6-game suspension because he's such a high profile player, because he's the 4th pick overall in the NFL draft. He's the leading NFL rusher last year, playing only 15 games because because of who he is. Goodell's like, well, we're going to make an example because we're not going to
Well,
tolerate it.
you gotta look at. He's kind of getting off easy because what they give Adrian Peterson for beating his
Six
kid.
games.
I thought he sat out the whole season because he protested.
He was out the whole season because he protested.
Yeah, he
He
protested the
released
suspension.
himself from the team. He didn't. The team didn't do it, or Goodell didn't do it. He released himself from the team until he got the court actions underway, and then towards the middle of the season, Goodell come down and suspended him for 6 games, which is the last 6 games of the season.
Right.
So Ray Rice, we talked about him. He's the one that knocked his girlfriend out. He's been suspended indefinitely. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he straight up knocked. He was dragging her body out of the elevator.
Oh, I know.
I've seen the video. It's ridiculous.
I saw it too.
That again, if you see Ezekiel Elliott do that, by all rights, yes, he should not. He should not. No, he should not be playing. He should not be worth millions and millions of dollars like that.
Right. She ain't gonna get crap. So I mean, I'm sure the truth will come out. I'm sure during his appeal that his suspension will get whittled down probably to 1 or 2 games.
Well, even that too. The NFL come out and they started making crack statements against the NFLPA, the Players Association.
Yeah.
They started ripping and making like shots at him, and the NFLPA said, "Look, we didn't start this, but you're going to start making shots at us. We'll take it to you." And it all comes down to the collective bargaining agreement that they had. It's all this crap that they don't agree with still, even though they agreed with this thing. And now it's like, well, I'm just gonna. You want to do that? And Goodell's like, okay, I'm just gonna make it. I'm just gonna do this. And now you're getting the NFLPA involved. You're getting all this. You know what I'm saying? Which they're going to be involved anyway. But it's. I just think
unions had a time in our country's history. I don't think it's the time for them anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I understand like something like this. You have to have a representative to back you or whatever. Someone to have your back for whatever reason. I think with the money Ezekiel Elliott's making, you probably can hire him as a pretty good attorney anyway.
Yeah.
But I just think, and again, once again, I firmly am totally against any type of violence or domestic violence or anything. Okay, I mean, statistically, 1 in every 3 women experience domestic violence. 1 in every 4 men experience domestic violence. Since in the years of 2001 to 2012 or 13, I was reading a stat that 6,388 people were killed in the Afghan and Iraqi war. Okay.
Yeah.
In those same years, almost 12,000 women were killed in domestic violence. So it's a big thing. I'm not saying it's something to be taken lightly, but it's just when you see things other than that. I mean, if he did do it, yes, I firmly agree he should be punished. Yeah, absolutely, not without a doubt. A Cowboys fan or not, without a doubt, he should definitely be punished. Even if he's suspended indefinitely, that's his punishment. That's if something whatever he did. The punishment needs to fit the crime. However, he was never convicted of nothing. He was never brought up on charges of nothing. He was never, saying this happened before he was in the NFL, and we talked about this whole thing. So I don't see where the NFL has to be involved with. If that's the case, then what's the purpose of it? I think they should be handled collegiately if it was while he was in college. So, but
Right.
that's just my opinion.
I agree. And that's we'll end the show on that note. Good way to end the show. Remember, domestic violence is bad.
Bad.
Okay. And I hope you guys liked our new format for our show. We're, like I said, trying something different. So leave some comments and feedback for us and let us know what you thought.
Yeah, what do you think about the consoles coming out, the case against Elliott, anything? Let us know. All we talked about.
Yep.
All our social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Stitcher, iTunes.
Yeah, you name it. iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio, Google Plus.
Our website.
Our website.
Mike and Chris Reloaded.libsyn, LIBSYN.com.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to be getting that shirt out to our lucky winner. We have one more shirt that we're sending out.
And we still got shirts for sale.
We still do have. There's 16 apiece, right?
16 for up to 2X and 20 for 3X and bigger.
Well, what sizes do we have left?
Which I think I only have up to 2X left. I think we've gotten rid of all the 3X. I think I have one 3X left.
Okay.
And then we got some hats also. I think we're doing, 12,
13?
12.
I think we said 12 on the hats.
For the hats. So I'll be posting some pictures of them again so people can see what they look like. And if you guys want, just let us know. If we need to ship them to you, we'll ship them to you. You just might have to pay a couple dollars extra for freight. We'll let you know.
Yeah, just email us at Mike and Chris Reloaded at hotmail.com.
Uh-huh.
Or you can PM us on Facebook, and we will definitely take your orders.
All right.
All right, you have a good day.
Good one, guys.